Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Canada. Greyman Survival here. I was just watching the Street Politics Canada video, which I found very interesting this morning. I just got back from Jamaica. No, I'm lying. I didn't. Justin Trudeau did, though. So, apparently, according to all reports, and the Ethics Commissioner, Justin Trudeau went on vacation, and when it was proposed to the Ethics Commissioner, he said that the Trudeau family would pay for their entire vacation so that the poor, impoverished people of Canada did not have to pay. Now, it has recently come to light that he was given a free stay at a family friends resort who places large donations to the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation, of which Justin Trudeau's brother sits on the board. So we can see clearly some political interference there, and not a lot of transparency, but, you know, welcome to Canada and the Liberal government. There's no such thing as fucking transparency with them. So it turns out that although Pierre Trudeau and his family may or may not have paid to stay there, his entourage was set up in costly hotels at close to $1,000 a night because they could not also be housed at the resort that Pierre Trudeau was at. So, just goes to show you how completely out of touch our country's leader is when he whisks off to Jamaica to enjoy the sunshine and the tropical food and the weather and all the good things that life has to offer, while he leaves us, Moogs, here to fucking suffer with the snow and the high cost of gas and the high cost of food and the low wages. But he jets off to Jamaica with his family to enjoy life, right? Which is something that Canadians don't really get to do a whole lot anymore these days, is enjoy life, because we're under the fucking thumb of the Liberal government and their bullshit bureaucracy. So, while he's off doing all of that, you know, there's people suffering, lining up for food banks. He's just got to line up for his handmade omelet and his fresh fruit in the morning. I find this utterly disgusting, but the worst part is nobody's doing jack shit about it. Like, it's irritating because we all bitch and complain about how bad off we are. But nobody really seems to do anything. And I mean, I guess I'm becoming complacent, and I'm laughing at this joke of a country that I live in now, of which I'm a Canadian citizen, which is, oh my God, terrible. But I mean, there's so many other things that are wrong with this country. I mean, the military is being defunded $1 billion. We've now got men's menstruation kits in government and military bathrooms across Canada, which is, oh my God, ridiculous. And, you know, it's just nothing's getting any better. If we were to get invaded, let's say for the sake of ridiculous arguments, Russia was to come over Alaska and decide with China that they wanted to invade Canada. We run out of ammo in 3 days. 3 days is our supply, and we've got no tanks because we sent them to Lithuania again to help other people, and we've got, you know, 18,000 members that we need for the military that are not going to recruiting, and the ones that are, I don't know if you've seen any videos recently of the military, but they've all got long hair now because apparently they're relaxing the rules and the criteria to be in the military. So once you get through basic training, oh yeah, you can look like a hippie on a boat, in the Navy, in Canada. You can have long hair and rainbow flags in the background. This is the fucking country that we live in now. And nobody's doing anything about it, because if you speak out and you say things, they're going to come to your house and fucking arrest you. And if you're a gun owner and you say things, oh my God, you're losing your guns, you're going to jail for conspiracy and God knows what else. But, so that's the situation we're living in now. So they also just announced that they're going to increase the old age pension amount for people 65 and above by $2,000 a year, which equates roughly to $20 a month. So we're going to give our senior citizens and people that have worked in Canada their whole lives and contributed $20 a month. Yet we're giving these fucking muzzrats that come here, thousands and thousands of dollars, and putting them up in hotels. So that's okay, you know, that we can do that. And we've got a prime minister who claims climate, but then he zips off on his jet to Jamaica with his family and his entourage of vehicles that are gas vehicles, and contributes more in carbon emissions than most Canadians do in a year in one day of driving around and flying the jet around. So that's okay, because he's a hypocritical piece of shit, sock puppet, muppet even. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I mean, what happened to Canada grabbing their balls and saying enough is enough? It's time for you to go, with pitchforks and flaming torches on the steps of Parliament. What happened to that? Because I'm not seeing jack shit of that. You know, I'm not seeing any ludicrous, crazy Canadians up there trying to make his head a canoe. That hasn't happened yet. Probably will never happen. It just begs belief that we live in this country and we are letting this happen to ourselves. Like, we're just getting up in the morning and saying, "Yep, fuck, I'm a happy Canadian. I'm gonna let myself be oppressed today and be downtrodden by my own government." So we should be leaving Canada, and we should be applying for asylum in other countries based on the fact that we are being oppressed in our own country. And people, oh no, you're being an extremist, but I'm not. Look at the bills that you got to pay. They're just going to go up and keep going up, and we're going to keep getting weaker and weaker as a public and a Canadian citizenship. And as we bring in 500,000 to 1 million more immigrants, we're diluting our population even more and putting ourselves even further behind the 8 ball. So when it does come time for a revolution, it's going to be them against us, and we're going to get our asses handed to us. I would just like to say, if I could give any message to Canadians, it's wake the fuck up and look what's happening to your country. Try to have a good day. I mean, I will. There's not a lot I can do. I can bitch on YouTube, but that's all I can do to change things, because my vote's not going to count. And even if it does, it's 2 years away, and we're decades away from seeing any realistic change from government, even if we get a new government. So, you know, good luck with your life. Try to live your life as happily as you can. Try to stick your head back in the sand, because that's the only way you're going to be able to not have to face reality on the daily. Anyway, enjoy your day. Gray Man Survival out. Peace.